Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since I have made a video. Obviously, cut my hair off, colored it brown. It's a whole new vibe, which means whole new channel, right? Yeah, we are going to be a makeup channel. There are obviously going to be some fun videos in there in between, but mainly makeup. So that's what today's video is going to be over. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so to start off, we're just gonna throw our hair up into a bun just to keep it out of the way, because we don't want to get, makeup all over it. Yeah, that's adorable. Okay, now so today we're going to be doing something over the Jaclyn Hill palette. And we're going to be doing kind of a, kind of like light and easy, so we're probably going to stay in this general section, nothing like too dark. It's just going to be kind of like an everyday look. Clean your face and moisturize first. I have done both of those. I will leave what I use down below for that. And then next, we'll go on to our eyes. Now, to start off with, we section off our tape with the eyes so we don't get, all our makeup down here. And then, you could always clean up after, but I like the sharp edge it gives you, especially if you're doing eyeliner. It makes it a lot easier to get like a cleaner cat eye or just anything, but I just like so we get ourselves a ye old section of tape and we tape it on here like this to get this part of your eye. You want it to line up with the bottom line, so it's just like a line coming up from here. Now, to start with, we're going to take a little concealer, and I have a Tarte Shape Tape in light sand. We take that, brush the excess off, and put some onto your eyelid. Doing this is basically like your primer for your eye, and it gives the colors more of a pop because you have a equal base, like a light. First of all, it's a light base and it's also all the same shade, because nobody's skin's perfect. So now that we have done that, we're gonna grab a little loose fluffy brush like this, and this is my Tarte one, it's the unicorn horn. We're gonna dip into Pukey and go in to our crease area and then just fan that out. I like to bring it out a little bit to give the straight winged effect, So obviously it's going to look bad because it's going to come down onto this and it's going to look like it's on your skin, but it's not. So the finished product will not look as bad as this may be coming out. Okay. So now that you have Pukey all over the top part of your eyelid, you want to grab a new brush. We're going to take the next color, which is going to be Silk Cream. It's this color right here. I'm gonna dab into this boy. And then get into that crease. This one, we're just gonna focus on the crease area. You don't fan out as much. After you do that, you want to get your other brush and get just a little bit on there, just lightly pat it, and then you want to lightly touch your eye and just kind of circle motion it just to kind of blend it in. And you want to do the same thing with the color you just did and just lightly blend just so all the colors flow together. Now that that is done, we're going to take another brush. Almost all these look the same, and don't worry, this is how the brush is. I don't have like blue and purple makeup on this. I'm gonna take butter here and just kind of apply that on the lid. Once again, you're gonna go back with the other colors, so back into this, and lightly go over. And once again, lightly go over. Now that's all blended out, we get our final color. So we want a good glitter color. Want a kind of dense, fat brush. You see this? Like, it's like dense, it's thick, but it's also like flat. Take that one, and really you can choose whichever color you want. I recommend staying within like golden browns, sparkly browns like this. I would try to stay away from the pinks because you want it to match your shaded. So today we're gonna go in for fun. Let's do this one, which is third row, second one, SBN. That's what this one is. So we'll take this, swirl the brush around, and then you want to like pat it into your eye. Just the first two shades, I re-go in with those. And then just throwing things. Pat closer to the eye, don't get so high, just so it all blends out. And now that you have that done, this is when you would apply the eyeliner if you want it. Obviously you don't have to have the eyeliner. We're gonna go with no eyeliner for this look. And after you do that, you take the tape off. And see, you have this clean cut. Obviously when we go in with the foundation, it will clean that up and clean up the under eye. So I'm going to do the other eye, and I will be right back. Now we're going to do our eyebrows. So, you get whatever eyebrow product you use, but I used Anastasia's dipbrow pomade in the color Blonde. Obviously my hair is now brown, but when I had this it was blonde, and the blonde is actually kind of like dark, so it works, kind of. So you want to get a thick lined brush like this, and you also want to get a spoolie or an eyebrow brush, whatever you like to call it, one of these, like a mascara wand. First you brush out your eyebrow, then you take your pencil and you dip into your, whatever it is, whatever kind of thing you're using, unless it's like a liquid, obviously you can't. But then you line under your eye, I mean the under part of your eyebrow. And kind of get the wing out. This might take a little adjusting. Then you line the top. And then kind of fill in with it. If you ever kind of go over the top, just wipe your finger over the top or wherever you messed up. You just want to be the most careful under the eye, because that's really hard to fix because you have your eyeshadow there. Now that is done, you want to get your concealer. Roll my sleeves up here so I don't get anything on me. You want to kind of wipe off the excess and dab a little onto your hand. You want to get a flat brush like this and dip that into the concealer that's on your hand and line your eyebrow. And just lightly blend that out. Obviously that looks a little weird right now, but when we go over with foundation it won't look so bad and it'll be okay. You kind of want to maybe get some here too, just to make sure that's straight. Okay, now that both eyebrows are done and look awkwardly foundationed in, you get your primer, and I have the e.l.f. illuminating primer, you know, highest of quality here. Just get some of that on your finger and put that all over your face. And now that that is done, you want to get your foundation. And today I will be using this CC Plus Illumination. Here, there we go. Obviously it's a little damaged, a little beat up. Recently my foundations have not been working with me, so we have to kind of result with what we got, if we even have enough of this. Let's pray, guys. Okay, after we have that, we'll take our beauty blender and apply that all over the face. Obviously when you get close to the eye, you want to be very careful, just get real close. Obviously you don't want to get on. And feel free to like get onto your lip, because it actually later helps with the lipstick, because it makes a same color surface for where you are applying. That is done. We get our concealer, which again is the Tarte Shape Tape and Light Sand. You take this and you go under using a triangle and kind of follow the line. Obviously not right on, but sort of follow the line of your eyeshadow. Like that. And then you want to do an under here, and under on this side, and then a little more in the bridge of your nose, and kind of flare out up here, like that. Next, take your beauty blender and blend that all out. And when you get close, you want to use kind of like the side, just so it blends up right next to it. Because you see, it's a fine crease. You don't want to get on it. take this banana setting powder. It's obviously, you can kind of see it, maybe. It's obviously colored. So I like to take a big fluffy brush, just like my Tarte one, nice and fluffy. I like to dip it in, pat it off in here, and just next we get into contouring. And there's a lot of like different ways to contour. Of course, you contour different to your face, but I like to start off with just a simple bronzer, and I have this Lisa Frank and Glamour Dolls bronzer, which is Bitten in Bronze in the matte bronzer. Here's the back of it, front. Here's the color. I like to take this brush, which is also ironically Lisa Frank. They both go together. And you just take that and you just lightly kind of like fluff around the area. You want to do really light strokes, but take up a bigger area. So like not just like here, you just kind of brush all around, but you do it really lightly. I kind of like to do circular motions or just kind of sweep around, but it's kind of like the whole area. It bronzes up like the whole side. After you bronze up this whole side, you want to take it up the side here, keeping close to your hairline and getting up here. Keeping a light strokes the entire time, because if you make it too heavy, it will look weird. And then kind of get under the chin area. I like to take that, just get a little bit on the same brush, and kind of do the same thing, but do keep it a little more concentrated. And I only do it in this area. But I still kind of, not too far from the area, but still a little lighter and fluffier. And lastly, I get rid of this brush and get a more condensed brush. You see, it's more in line. It's a little more condensed. Get one of these. You pop this bad boy open if you can get it. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. It's in the Amazon Clay Waterproof Bronzer. Here's what it looks like. And then dip into this. And then you keep it between the top of your ear and down. And don't go down too far. Just kind of right here. And then I kind of towards the end, afterwards, I kind of, not a lot, just slightly on the end, just kind of do a little curve up, but just really lightly. I don't get any more on this. After that is when I like to get my Loreal Infallible, which I'm running really low on, so it's really beat the crap out of it. Which, as you can see, is white. I like to get that, take my beauty blender, I like to take the bottom side and wipe that under my eye and here. Day. But while I do that, I like to obviously do other things. Lots of people would do their eye makeup now if they started with their face. But instead, we're gonna put on our mascara, and if you do eyelashes, put on your eyelashes. So obviously first you curl your lashes. And then you take whatever mascara you want. I like to do multiple mascaras because I feel like not just one really does a job. So I start off with the Mega Plush Volume Express. It's Maybelline's. after you do that, kind of let it sit for a little bit. Not too long though, because you still want it to be sort of wet, but not like totally. And then I like to get, this is my Star Wars waterproof CoverGirl. It has this kind of thin brush. And just for a final touch, I just grab whichever extra one I have, which at the moment is the Pure Fully Charged Mascara. Now that that is done, that is when I like to get my fluffy brush again and wipe off the excess and just kind of wipe around. Last, we have an eyebrow touch-up for me. Obviously, my hair's a lot darker. So I actually like to get back in the palette we did with the eyes and grab my angled brush on the floor. Grab this, and I like to dip, and this obviously doesn't make sense, but I do it very lightly, dip into this really dark brown shade right here, which is actually called Central Park. I dip into this and then just lightly go back into my brows. After that, we have our lips. Now for this look, you have multiple options. Really do multiple colors, but we're gonna go with this Revlon metallic one. It's kind of a nude shade. It's like this. Let me just you want to get a fluffy brush and get just a little bit of blush on there and just lightly put that like kind of on the apples of your cheeks and up, just to add a little more color. And after that, you want to get a dense angled brush and you put, for my highlighter, which is the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter. It's kind of like that pudding highlighter, and you want to dip into that, and then you kind of want to smile because that shows off where you're, like a smirk, that shows off where the high your cheekbone is. And then you want to put the highlight on that. And just a little bit on the tip of your nose. After that, we finish it off with some setting spray, which we're using Rainforest of the Seas Tarte Marine Boosting Mist. It has a lot of stuff to it. Let me let that dry. Actual final complete last step. I'm going to pretend I didn't say that about 20 other times. For the final step, after everything, you can choose whether to do it before or after the setting spray, but at this point, it is after the setting spray for me. You're going to dip into Bean, which is this color right here, and you're going to apply that to the inner corner. Anyway, right under the brow. It's all dry, you're all done. You have your final completed look. Oh, that took forever. So many mistakes. Just a reminder, you can make mistakes and you can fix them. Practice makes perfect. In the end, everything will work out. I promise. Obviously, I'm not perfect myself, but we'll get there together. That was it for this video. After so long, we're finally getting back into it. I hope you guys liked it. Please make sure to like, leave a comment below of any makeup looks you are looking for, any makeup looks you want me to do, and always make sure to subscribe to see more from my makeup channel, because this time we're staying, baby. Bye!